चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जनवल्लभ जय गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जनवल्लभ जय गिरिवरधारी यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन जमुनातीरा वनचारी जमुनातीरा वनचारी जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So on Thursday was the disappearance day of Srila Jayadev Goswami. This song is written by him and this is requested by Mataji, Archana Mataji, Hare Krishna. Very beautiful song by Srila Jayadev Goswami. Hey Murari Kunja Bihari Hey Pranata Janabandhu Hey Murari Kunja Bihari Hey Pranata Janabandhu Hey Madhava Madhu Matanavaranye Keshava Karuna Sindhu He Madhava Madhu Matanavaranye Keshava Karuna Sindhu He Murari Kunja Bihari He Pranata Janabandhu Rasani Kunje Gunjati Niyatam Brahmarasatam Kilakanta Rasani Kunje Gunjati Niyatam भ्रमरसतं किल कान्त ऐ निभृत पठपान्त ऐ निभृत पथपान्त त्वामिहयाचे दर्शनदानं हे मधुसूदन शान्त हे मधुसूदन शान्त त्वामिहयाचे दर्शनदानं हे मधुसूदन शान्त हे मधुसूदन शान्त हे मुरारे कुञ्ज विहारी हे प्रणत जनबन्धु नवनीरजधर श्यामल सुन्दर चन्द्रकुसुम चन्द्र हरे कृष्ण चन्द्रकुसुम रुचिवेश गोपीगणहृदयेशा नवनीरजधर श्यामल सुन्दर चन्द्रकुसुम रुचिवेश गोपीगणहृदयेशा गोवर्धनधर वृन्दावनचर वंशीधर परमेशा वंशीधर परमेशा गोवर्धनधर वृन्दावनचर वंशीधर परमेशा वंशीधर परमेशा हे मुरारी कुञ्ज विहारी हे प्रणत जनबन्धु हे प्रणत जनबन्धु राधारञ्जन कंसनिषूदन प्राणतिष्ठवक चरणे निखिल निराश्रय शरणे राधा निरञ्जन कंसनिषूदन प्राणतिष्ठवक चरणे निखिल निराश्रय शरणे हे जनार्दन पीताम्बरधर कुञ्जे मन्थर पवने कुञ्जे मन्थर पवने हे जनार्दन पीताम्बरधर कुञ्जे मनधर पावने कुञ्जे मनधर पावने हे मुरारी कुञ्ज विहारी हे प्रणत जनबन्धु हे प्रणत जनबन्धु हे माधव मधु माथन वरने केशव करुणा सिन्धु केशव करुणा सिन्धु हे माधव मधु माथन वरेण्य केशव करुणा सिन्धु केशव करुणा सिन्धु हे मुरारी कुञ्ज विहारी हे प्रणत जनबन्धु हे प्रणत जनबन्धु O Murari, who roams in the gardens, come near. O Madhava, who is the friend of those who bow upon, who destroyed Madhu, who is desirable, who is Keshava, and who is the ocean of compassion, please come near. Hundreds of shiny bumblebees are continuously buzzing in the gardens of our rasa. O you who is beyond the paths of material standards, come near. We are all craving for the sight of you, O Madhusudana, who is the quiet one. Come near. O you who holds a lotus, a new lotus, who is dark in complexion, who is most beautiful, who is decorated with Chandra Kusuma, who rules the heart of the group of gopis, who has held Govardhana, who roams in Vrindavana holding a flute, who is the supreme ruler who gives pleasure to Radharani, who destroyed Kamsa, who is complete. I am going onto your lotus feet, which is the shelter of the unsheltered, O Janardhana. O one wearing the yellow robe, please come near to me in this garden. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So, but Madhusudana will not come near without the mercy of Lord Nityananda. Yesterday was the disappearance day of Sri Lochana Das Thakur, and he is glorified Nityananda Lord in this song. Very beautiful song. अक्रोध परमानंद नित्यानंद राय अक्रोध परमानंद नित्यानंद राय अभिमान शून्य नित्य न करे भेदार अभिमान शून्य नित्य न करे भेदार अक्रोध परमानंद नित्यानंद राय अक्रोध परमानंद नित्यानंद राय अभिमान शून्य नित्य न करे भेदार अधम पतिता जीवे द्वारे द्वारे गिया अधम पतिता जीवे द्वारे द्वारे गिया हरि नाम महामंत्र देना बिलाइया हरि नाम महामंत्र देना बिलाइया यारे देखे तारे कहे तंते त्रनधारी यारे देखे तारे कहे तंते त्रनधारी हमारे किनी अल्लाह भज गौरहरि हमारे किनी अल्लाह भज गौरहरि एता बाली नित्यानंद भूमे गदियाया एता बाली नित्यानंद भूमे गदियाया सोनार पर्वत येन धुलत डोलय सोनार पर्वत येन धुलते लोटाय एता बाली नित्यानंद भूमे गदियाया सोनार पर्वत येन धुलते लोटाया अक्रोध परमानंद नित्यानंद राय अभिमान शून्य नित्य न करे भेदाय हे न अवतारे यार रति न जन्मिला हे न अवतारे यार रति न जन्मिला लोचन बले से पापी आले आरे केला लोचन बले से पापी एला आर केला हे न अवतारे यार रति न जन्मिला हे न अवतारे यार रति न जन्मिला लोचन बले से पापी एला आर केला लोचन बोले से पापी एला आर केला नित्य चरण न भजिया योया आसा सारा नित्य चरण न भजिया योया आसा सारा हैला योया आसा सारा हैला योया आसा सारा अक्रोध परमानंद नित्यानंद राय अक्रोध परमानंद नित्यानंद राय अभिमान शून्य नित्य न करे भेदाय हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे अक्रोध परमानंद नित्यानंद राय अभिमान शून्य नित्य न करे भेदाय Translation: The angerless, prideless, supremely joyful Nityananda Rai wanders throughout the towns, going from door to the homes of the lowly and fallen souls. He distributes the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. With straw between his teeth, he says to whomsoever he sees, purchase me simply by serving Gaura Hari. Saying this, Nityananda rolls on the ground like a golden mountain rolling in the dust. Lochan Das says of one who has not developed attachment for this avatar, Nityananda, such a sinner simply came and went. They simply came and went. Those who did not serve Nitai's feet simply came and went, took birth and died uselessly. Srila Lochan Das Thakur ki jai. Srila Jayadev Goswami ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Thank you, Prabhuji. Dandat Pranam for the seva. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you very much for the wonderful kirtan. Very nicely done. I welcome all the devotees to the today's session. Now I'll explain about the today's session. Today's session will start with the invocation prayer. So then I'll talk about Srinivas Thakur, Srinivas Acharya. And at about 7:15, I'll stop wherever I am, and I'll give instead of 30 minutes, 15 minutes for the question answer session. That will be 7:30. And at 7:30, I have requested Charu Prabhuji to join in, and we'll be praying for him, singing the Nrusingha mantras, starting with the Nrusingha Bija mantra, which will be done by me. I'll give an introduction to all these in the beginning. Then Raksha Mataji will be singing the 108 transcendental names of Nrusingha Dev. Then in the third Nrusingha Kavacham will be sung by Rajiv Prabhuji. Rajiv Prabhuji has not yet joined. I have already given him my message. I'll request Sanjay Prabhuji.
I'm here, Prabhu.
Okay. Acha, acha. From the name, I can't. Yeah, it is your daughter's name. Thank you very much. So you'll be the third, and the fourth is the Nrusingha Aarti, which we do every day. That will be done by Archana Mataji. So thank you very much for joining. And again, I welcome all of you to the today's session. We'll see something different today. I'll discuss about that. Now I'll start with the invocation prayers. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruvai Namah. Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Katamayam Dadati Supadantikam. Bandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuta Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavancha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Tajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Sri Visakhanvitam Cha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute तप्त कंचन गौरंगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः पंचतत्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं जयतां सुरतौ पंगुर्मम मन्दमतिर्गति मत्सर्वस्व पदाम्बोजौ राधा मदन मोहनौ दिव्याद् बृन्दारण्य कल्पद्रुम श्रीमद् रत्नांगर सिंहासन स्थितौ श्रीमद् राधा श्रील गोविंद श्रील श्रीमद् रत्नांगर सिंहासन स्थितौ श्रीमद् राधा श्रील गोविंद देवौ पृष्ठालि विसेव्यमानौ स्मरामि श्रीमान् रासरसारम्भीर् बंशीवटतटस्थित कर्षण वेणुस्वनिर्गोपीर् गोपीनाथ श्रियस्तु नः श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद. With this, let us give our Let us offer our obeisances to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and the six Goswamis of Vrindavan. नमो महावदान्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नमने गौरवति से नमः. O most munificent incarnation, you are Krishna himself appearing as Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. You have assumed the golden color of Srimati Radharani and you are widely distributing pure love of God, love of Krishna. We offer our respectful obeisances unto you. Krishna Bannam Tisa Krishnam Sangopangostra Parsadam Yagge Sankirtana Praye Yajanti Sumedasa. In the age of Kali, intelligent persons perform congregational chanting to worship the incarnation of Godhead who constantly sings the names of Krishna. Although his complexion is blackish, he is Krishna himself. He is accompanied by his associates, servants, weapons, and confidential companions. नानाशास्त्र विचारण कै निपुणौ सद्धर्म संस्थापकौ लोकानां हितकारिणौ त्रिभुवने मान्य शरण्यकरौ राधा कृष्ण पदारविंद भजना आनंदेन मत्तालिकौ वंदे रूप सनातन रघुजुगौ श्रीजीव गोपालकौ. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the six Goswamis of Vrindavan, namely Sri Rupa Goswami, Sri Sanatana Goswami, Sri Raghunatha Bhatta Goswami, Sri Raghunatha Dasa Goswami, Sri Jiva Goswami, and Sri Gopala Bhatta Goswami, who are very expert in scrutinizingly studying all the revealed scriptures with the aim of establishing eternal religious principles for the benefit of all human beings. Thus, they are honored all over the three worlds and they are worth taking shelter of because they are absorbed in the mood of the gopis and are engaged in the transcendental loving service of the divine couple Sri Radha and Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udiret नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी. हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे. हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे. With this, let us start with the today's class. As I told you, we'll be studying about Srinivas Acharya. As you know, the three most important and very famous devotees who appeared after departure of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu from this material world, they are Srinivas Acharya, Narottama Das Thakur, and Shyamananda Prabhu. They were very powerful preachers. Srinivas Acharya and Narottam Das Thakur preached in Bengal after coming from Vrindavana, and Shyamananda Prabhu he preached in Odisha as per the orders of Jiva Goswami. Their activities in Vrindavana is described in a book known as Prema Bilasa, which is about 500 years old book. It is a very old Vaishnava literature. It contains about 10,000 verses in 24 chapters. And the author is Nityananda Dasa. And Nityananda Dasa is a disciple of Jannava Mata. And Jannava Mata is wife of Nityananda Prabhu. The activities of Srinivas Thakur, Srinivas Acharya, Narottama Das Thakur, and Shyamananda Prabhu in Bengal and Odisha, they are described in Bhakti Ratnakara by Narahari Chakravarti Thakur. That means you see the great writers in the past, they never repeated anything. The activities in Vrindavana, they are given in Prema Bilasa, and the activities in Bengal and Odisha or Nilachala, they are given in Bhakti Ratnakara. And when we get time, we will also go through Bhakti Ratnakara. That is also a very huge book. And now Prema Vilasa provides an eyewitness account and a close reportage of the various activities of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's associates. and some incidents described may seem to be chronologically incorrect. But what the author writes in the book is that they are actually based on the author's spiritual emotions. There are examples given. We'll come to that when we reach those incidents. We'll also learn how Srinivas Acharya and Narottama Das Thakur, who are the eternal associates of the Lord, appeared in this material world as per the wish of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and how the three of them, they were tasked by Jiva Goswami to take the books written by the Goswamis from Vrindavan to Bengal, and how they were stolen en route and how they were recovered. We'll also learn about Lokanatha Goswami and Bhugarbha Goswami, who were the first ones to come to Vrindavana, and how Jannava Mata met the Goswamis, the six Goswamis at Vrindavana, and the various disciples of Srinivasa Acharya and Narottama Das Thakur and Shyamananda Prabhu, and the unique characteristics of the Lord's eternal associates and the glories of Advaita Acharya and Nityananda Prabhu. All these things we will learn in great detail, and we'll continue with the previous class, what was that was taken by Archana Mataji on Advaita Acharya, and there are some many in the incidents of Advaita Acharya which were discussed the other day. We'll try to understand them. So with this, let us start with today's class. That is that is the story of Srinivas Acharya. In the beginning, the author, that is Nityananda Dasa in Prema Vilasa, he offers his obeisances to Srinivas Acharya. He says all the glories to Ramachandra, who was a disciple of Srinivas Acharya, all glories to Govinda Kaviraj, who was also a disciple of Srinivas Acharya. Now, as I told you, Lord Chaitanya sent Nityananda Prabhu to Bengal to preach there and distribute the love of God to each and every one, whether anyone deserved or not deserved it. That is the specialty of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu. And whenever a Vaishnava would come from Bengal, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would inquire from him about the preaching activities going on there. Now, one day, someone informed Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that there was no more propagation of Lord Hari's holy name in Bengal, and some other people, other devotees who had come from there, they informed him that Advaita Acharya no longer accepted the supremacy of devotional service, but was interested in preaching impersonalist philosophy, saying that liberation is the ultimate goal of life. Indeed, Advaita Acharya did not discuss anything about liberation. Thus, he flooded the whole of Bengal with impersonal philosophy. Now, why he did that, we'll learn about that slightly later. Now, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was informed of these activities of Advaita Acharya in Bengal, he became extremely angry. And at the same time, he was very unhappy due to his separation from Nityananda Prabhu, because Nityananda Prabhu was in Bengal. Now then, what happened? Swarupa Damodar Goswami and Ramananda Rai, they came to meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that it is good that both of you have come here, but have you heard that the entire land of Bengal has become devoid of devotional service? Because Advaita Acharya is preaching about the five kinds of liberation rather than devotional service. Then he said that he is an incarnation of the Supreme Lord, so I do not understand his intentions. Now, please tell me, how will we ensure that people continue to practice devotional service in Bengal? And does Advaita Acharya not feel ashamed of preaching impersonalism there? Although I have heard news of his deviant preaching from various people, I find it very, very hard to believe because Advaita Acharya is a incarnation of the Lord and he is spreading anything other than devotional service. Now, what happened just then, a letter came from Nityananda Prabhu confirming that Advaita Acharya was preaching impersonal liberation rather than bhakti. And after reading this letter, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu became even more concerned. And taking the letter, he went to Lord Jagannath in the Jagannath temple in Puri, and he was accompanied by many devotees. He stood behind the Garuda Stamba to take the Lord Jagannatha's darsana. As if you have gone to Jagannath Puri, the Garuda Stamba is quite behind where the altar of Lord Jagannatha, Baladeva and Subhadra is there. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu never used to go ahead of that. He never entered inside the temple. Now, then what happened? You know about Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, he came. And as soon as the Lord saw him, he became filled with ecstasy and started chanting Bhakti, Bhakti. Indeed, the Lord embraced Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya with great love. And thereafter, with Nityananda Prabhu's letter still in his hand, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to his residence at Kasi Misra's house, accompanied by Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. He then gave the Nityananda Prabhu's letter to Bhattacharya, who read its contents, and Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya immediately became angry. And he said that it seems if there is no one left in Bengal who has got any intelligence, otherwise, why they are accepting liberation as superior to devotional service? Let us go there and refute Advaita Acharya's philosophy. If he continued to speak unreasonably, we should arrest him. This is what he said. Then, hearing all this, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he became very, very happy. He immediately sat down and wrote one letter to Advaita Acharya and another letter to Nityananda Prabhu and then sent them to Bengal. And then Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, he said, "O Lord, I have been studying logic and was fond of dry arguments. I had no knowledge of the glories of devotional service. I spent many years propagating liberation as the final goal of life until I met Gopinath Acharya and who is your great devotee, whose activities are also exemplary. He knows perfectly well the glories of devotional service and the transcendental characteristics of the Supreme Lord. You bestowed your mercy upon me at that time because of him only. And now I have lost all my ill motives and developed devotion for the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord." And after saying this, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, he left. Now, however, the Lord continued to worry that the country would become totally devoid of devotional service. And he wondered, how will devotional service prevail throughout the world? I want to distribute the holy name and love of God to the residents of Bengal. I wish to make some arrangement so that devotional service will it will flourish even after my disappearance. I have sent the two brothers, Rupa and Sanatana, to Vrindavana to compile the devotional literatures, but I wish I had a suitable person to fulfill my desire. And suddenly, what happened? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he started calling out, "Avani, Avani." Avani means Mother Earth. Immediately, Mother Earth appeared before him with folded hands. And the Lord told her, "Listen carefully. I want you to bring a suitable person who will distribute love of God." Mother Earth replied, "O Lord, you have given me such an ecstatic love of God. Now, please order me in which way I should produce a suitable person for your mission. Now, just then, Swarupa Damodar Goswami and Ramananda Rai, they arrived there and they offered their the obeisances to the Lord, and the Lord informed them of what he had said to Mother Earth. Now he spoke to the as he spoke, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was absorbed in transcendental ecstasy and began to loudly exclaim Prema, Prema, crying profusely and chanting Nityananda's name. Then he lost his external consciousness, remaining unconscious for almost 9 hours. Then Swarupa Damodar Goswami continuously chanted Lord Hari's name in a sweet voice. And when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu finally regained his external consciousness after 9 hours, Swarupa Damodar Goswami said, "O Lord, let us go and see Lord Jagannatha." Now, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya was also present at the temple, and the Lord was pleased to see him there. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that it is good that you have come. Please sit down and listen to what I have to say. Advaita Acharya has spoiled the path of devotional service in Bengal, and tell me what we should do. Now, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, he replied that Advaita Acharya is the Lord of the universe. I can't believe that he would speak like this. It seems that some arrogant person has misinformed you. I want to personally speak to this person. And with great endeavor, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya found the person who had brought Chaitanya Mahaprabhu the information that Advaita Acharya is preaching in Bengal, and he brought him before the Lord. Then this person, he said that Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, after Chaitanya Mahaprabhu left Navadvipa, Advaita Acharya was greatly unhappy. He began to act as if he were agitated, and often he behaved whimsically. And it is he is undoubtedly a very, very powerful personality, and whatever he does can never be purposeless. I have full faith in his words. Then Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, he responded by saying that as long as Nityananda Prabhu is present there, there will be no impediment in the preaching of pure devotional service of the Lord to everybody, to all the devotees. But I cannot say that what will happen after he disappears from this world. So please do whatever you feel is right. Then he also requested the Lord that I myself was fully absorbed in the philosophy of impersonalism, but by your mercy I have left the path and have taken the devotional service. And people in Kali Yuga are very, very sinful, and they are governed by sinful and corrupt rulers. The powerful process of chanting Lord Hari's name could destroy the influence of these misguided politicians. Even the reflection of the holy name, that is Nama Bhasa, can destroy all sinful reactions. And Nityananda Prabhu preached the glories of the holy name of Lord Hari, and he has established the path of devotional service in Bengal. You sent him to Bengal, but now you are worried. Now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, you are very, very correct. What you have said is right. But actually, I miss Nityananda Prabhu. Please advise me what I should do. Now Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya then he said, O Lord, no one can give you advice except Lord Jagannatha. And after this discussion, all of them they went to Lord Jagannatha's temple, where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu prayed to Lord Jagannatha, saying that you are an ocean of mercy, and many people have been delivered by your darsana only, and many others have been purified simply by smelling the sweet aroma of your food remnants. And you have brought all races together, and in your pastimes you do not discriminate between the pious and the sinful. And just after the Lord had completed his prayer, Lord Jagannatha's pujari brought a huge flower garland and offered it to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very, very happy. He accepted it and then returned to his residence. Now that night, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was sleeping. Lord Jagannath appeared in his dream, and smilingly he said, I am not more qualified than you, but there is a Brahmana who has no son, and whenever he would come here for my darshana, he would beg for a son. Now the Brahmana's great eagerness awoke my compassion, and so pleased I was that with his prior devotion that I blessed him to have a son. Now this Brahmana's name is Chaitanya Dasa Acharya, and he is both a qualified Brahmana and he is full of love for Godhead. Now you should give him your causeless mercy so that he will no longer lament. And he is married to Lakshmi Priya, the daughter of Balrama Dasa, and she is chaste, well behaved, and glorious. And at that moment, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu woke up and began to cry while chanting Jagannatha's name. And he called Kasi Misra and told him that he wanted to meet Chaitanya Dasa from Bengal. Now, this is Lord Jagannatha's order. Please make arrangements so that this Chaitanya Dasa is quickly brought here to Jagannath Puri. Now, Kasi Misra said, it has been a long time since Chaitanya Dasa left for Bengal. Do you know where he lives? I'll find out. Just then, Jagadananda Pandita, he arrived from Vrindavana. Now the Lord asked him about Sanatana Goswami's well-being, and Jagadananda Pandita replied that everyone is happy in Vrindavana. And he said that I saw Mother Sachi at Navadvipa on my way there. I also met Advaita Acharya at Santipura. He told me to give you a message, but the message is strange and I do not understand a word of it. Now, let us hear about the strange message which he had brought. He said, Bola ke kahila, loko haila bola, bola se kahila, हाटो का बिखाए चावलो बहुलो कहिलो कया नाइक आउलो बाउलो कहिलो यह कहिया छे बाउलो. These all in very typical Bengali, though we may not understand, but the English translation of these verses are, please inform Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is acting like a madman, that everyone here, that is in Bengal, they have become mad like him. And also inform him that the marketplace, in the marketplace, rice is no longer in demand. Further, tell him that those now mad in ecstatic love of the God are no longer interested in the material world. Also tell Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that one who has also become a madman in ecstatic love, that is Advaita Prabhu, has spoken these words. Now this message was given. Now after hearing this strange message, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Swarup Damodar Goswami and the other devotees, they started laughing very loudly. And from that day, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's condition became more heart-rendering as his disease of separation from Krishna increased twofold. Meanwhile, Mother Earth was so burdened by love of God that she was unable to tolerate her emotions. As a result, earthquakes shook Nilachala day and night. Now, this is what happened. And the earth swayed back and forth, causing many houses to collapse and killing many people. And some people said, we have been living in Nilachala for many years without any trouble, but what has happened now? Now this Chaitanya has come and he is creating all sorts of disturbances. And others, they said that let us leave this country and go elsewhere. But where can we go? And someone else said, you have neither a wife nor children. Besides, you have no wealth. So why should you live in Nilachala? And another said, we will stay here no matter what dangers befall on us. And if Lord Jagannatha protects, he will remain unharmed. Let us go to Sri Krishna Chaitanya and submit our appeal. And after coming to this conclusion, all these people they went to Kasi Mishra's house, seeing the large crowd gathering outside his house, outside the house of Kasi Mishra. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Swarup Damodar went outside. As soon as the people saw the Lord, they were overwhelmed by transcendental ecstasy and prayed to him that you have always protected us. When Nilachal was flooded, you saved us. O Gauranga, now the earth is shaking. Please protect us from this danger. We have no shelter other than you. You deliver the fallen souls. Please do not neglect us. And at that moment, a pujari from the Jagannath temple arrived with Jagannath Mahaprasada, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu immediately accepted the prasada with great respect. And the pujari then informed the Lord that he was unable to carry on with his service to Lord Jagannath. Now, we, before we go further, let us try to understand why Advaita Acharya was preaching impersonalism in Bengal, because this question had also come up during Archana Mataji's class the other day. And after discussing this, we will go to what we were talking earlier. Now, why this thing happened? Now we know that Advaita Acharya is Supreme Lord himself. He was an incarnation of Mahavishnu and Sadasiva. Now, but why he wanted to do this? Now the reason is Advaita Acharya wanted to obtain the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he started preaching impersonalism in Bengal. And what he wanted to be favored just like Mukunda. Now you will ask me, who is Mukunda? What are his credentials? Now let us know who was Mukunda. These are all given in Chaitanya Bhagavata and even Chaitanya Charitamrita also, but in very great detail it is given in Chaitanya Bhagavata. Mukunda Dasa was born in, I'll tell something about him so that you know who was he and why Advaita Acharya wanted the mercy as he had obtained from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Now, Mukunda was born in Chattagram district, and which is under the jurisdiction of Patia. And this village is situated about 20 miles from the home of Pundarika Vidyanidhi. Now, we know that in Braja there were two very nice singers named Madhukantha and Madhubrata. Now they appeared in Chaitanya Leela as Mukunda and Vasudeva Datta, who were singers in the society of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And when Lord Chaitanya was a student, Mukunda Datta was his class friend. And they frequently engaged in logical arguments. And sometimes Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would fight with him using tricks of logic. And this is described in Chaitanya Bhagavata Adi Khanda also. And Mukunda Datta, he was very, very dear to the Supreme Lord, and he used to sing in the courtyard of Srivas Pandita. And at that time, Mahaprabhu used to dance with his singing. And when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had exhibited 21 hours of ecstatic manifestation known as Sataprahariya, Mukunda Datto inaugurated the function by singing. So he is of that caliber. And sometimes Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to chastise Mukunda Datta, and this is also given in the Chaitanya Bhagavata Madhya Khanda chapter 10 also. And when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu dressed himself as goddess of fortune to dance in the house of Chandrasekhara, Mukunda Datta began to first sing a song. This is given in the Chaitanya Charitamrita also. Now, before disclosing his desire to take the renounced order of life, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu first went to the house of Mukunda Datta. But at that time, Mukunda Datta requested the Lord to continue his Sankirtana movement for some few days before taking sannyasa. This is also given in Chaitanya Bhagavata. Then the information of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's renounced order was known to only three people: Gadadhar Pandita, Chandrasekhar Acharya, and Mukunda Datta. Of course, by Nityananda Prabhu, these four only. And they had gone to Katwa and arranged for the Kirtan during that occasion. But what actually had happened, this Mukunda Datta, he used to mix with other people who were non-devotees. That's why once what happened, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he said, I have renounced you. Then he asked, Mukunda asked, when you are going to accept me? He said, I will accept you after 1 million births. Now, when he said that he will accept him after 1 million births, he started jumping and dancing. And with this, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very, very happy and he embraced him. So Advaita Acharya, he wanted to have this benediction, this mercy from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because he had never told Advaita Acharya that I have abdicated you, or I have left you, or you don't come to me like this. That's why he started doing something different, so that it attracts the attention of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That was the reason, and it was the intention was not to preach impersonalism in Bengal. Now let us carry on with this story we are hearing so far. Now, what happened? I said the pujari came and he told him that he is not able to worship the Lord because whenever he tried to touch the deity, he is feeling drowsy. Now, frightened, the pujari asked the Lord to do something so that he could continue with his service to Lord Jagannatha. And after hearing this, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ordered Mother Earth to remain steady for a few days. That means no more earthquakes. And when he told the pujari to go back to his service. Now, then the Lord assembled the various people and he told them that all of you should return home without fear, and there will be no more earthquakes in Nilachala, and I will pray to Lord Jagannatha to stop them. And after everyone left, the Lord's thoughts once again turned to Chaitanya Dasa. He called Mother Earth and asked her if she knew where Chaitanya Dasa lived. Now, Mother Earth said, there are many persons with the same name, Chaitanya Dasa. How can I know which one you are referring to? Now, then the Lord said, I am looking for Chaitanya Dasa who came to Puri to beg Lord Jagannatha for a son. And his wife's name is Lakshmi Priya, and he is the daughter of Balrama Dasa. Try to find him. Now, Mother Earth departed immediately in search of Chaitanya Dasa in Bengal and returned 3 days later. She told Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that I have found Chaitanya Dasa in Chakhandi and he is well behaved, he is a pious person and has performed the necessary rituals to have a son. And the Lord said, you have done me a great favor. Lord Jagannatha has been very, very kind to me. Therefore, listen, O earth, go to Lakshmi Priya and give her ecstatic love of God. And this is my order. Now, on hearing these words, Mother Earth began to dance. And after her meeting with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, she approached Lakshmi Priya and gave her whatever ecstatic love was in her possession. Now, meanwhile, in Jagannath Puri, that is in Nilachala, Jagannath Chaitanya Mahaprabhu began to perform his kirtana in the courtyard of Jagannatha temple. He folded his hands before Lord Jagannatha and began to cry, uttering the name Srinivasa, Srinivasa. Lord Jagannatha smiled And so did Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then prayed, "O Lord, you have fulfilled my desire, and by your mercy, Chaitanya Dasa will have a brilliant son named Srinivasa, who will perform many ecstatic pastimes and distribute pure love of Godhead to each and everybody." And he said that two brothers, Rupa and Sanatana, will write many books describing the blissful pastimes of Radha and Krishna, and Srinivasa will take these books to Bengal to further expand the distribution of love of Krishna. Now, after revealing his mind, Lord Jagannatha, the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then returned to his residence, and where he informed Kasi Mishra and also Swarupadamodara Goswami and the other devotees what had taken place. All the incidents what had taken place, he told them. Then the Lord then sent a letter to Nityananda Prabhu in Bengal to inform him of Srinivasa's birth. He also sent a letter to Advaita Acharya telling him that there is a pious Brahmana living in Chakhandi village on the banks of Ganges who would have a glorious son whose name would be Srinivasa. And this boy, the Lord said, would grow up to be a great Vaishnava. And after sending these two letters, the Lord felt relieved and assured that prema would continue to be distributed in future. Now, around that time, what happened in Nilachala in Jagannath Puri, uh, the devotees, they received a letter from Sanatan Goswami informing that the Gopala Bhatta Goswami had arrived in Vrindavana. And all the devotees were happy to hear this news. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was especially ecstatic, and he described Gopala Bhatta Goswami's wonderful qualities to the devotees. He then said that I want to send something special to Gopal Bhatta Goswami, but I do not know what to send. I am a poor sannyasi and I have no assets. I have only a loincloth and an asana. I'll send these two items to Gopal Bhatta and advise him to stay with Rupa and Sanatana. Then they wrote, the Lord, that is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he wrote a letter to Sanatana Goswami and included several suggestions to Rupa Goswami that would help him in his compilation of devotional literature with which he had tasked him earlier. He also mentioned that a jewel-like personality named Srinivasa would appear soon, and he would preach the glories of Sri Radha Krishna's pastimes in Bengal. And he said that after my disappearance, he will come to Vrindavana, and all of you should help him by giving him your books. I have sent Nityananda, Ramadasa, Gadadhara, and Sundarananda to Bengal. And Srinivasa's father Chaitanya Dasa begged Lord Jagannatha for a son, and the Lord has kindly granted him that favor. And I am coming soon to Vrindavan to see all of you. Arrange for a solitary place for me. And then Swarupa Damodara and Ramananda Rai, they are also very fine here in Nilachala. And I am surviving because of their mercy. And I have sent an asana for Gopal Bhatta Goswami, who is a great devotee. And Ramananda has provided the cost of his trip to Vrindavana. Now, the day the devotees arrived in Vrindavana with the Lord's letter, Rupa and Sanatana Goswami, they were sitting together in one place, and they became very jubilant when they understood that a letter had come from the Lord. And after reading it and seeing the Lord's loincloth and asana, they both lost external consciousness and absorbed in meditation. They cried profusely, chanting Gaur Hari, Gaur Hari. Then Rupa and Sanatana then wrapped the loincloth around their necks and pressed the asana to their chest. And they lamented that will we ever see the moonlight face of Gauranga again? Will we once again hear his sweet words? Our hearts have totally been pierced by the arrows of separation from him because we are not able to see him here in Vrindavana. then Rupa and Sanatana could smell the sweet fragrance of the Lord's transcendental body in the articles he had sent. And while they were discussing this, Bhugarbha Goswami and Lokanath Goswami, as you know, they were the two who first came to Vrindavana on the orders of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We will study about them also in very great detail. Now, these two personalities, they also arrived there, and they saw the articles and the Lord's letter, and they too also they fell to the ground and they beat their chest in lamentation, seeing all this. And it was Lokanath Goswami's habit to remain always alone, and his eyes were always closed in meditation of the Supreme Lord. And sometimes he cried, sometimes he laughed, and Lokanath Goswami was both dear to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and highly respected by Rupa and Sanatana Goswami. And as you know, his only disciple was Narottam Das Thakura, and he was also a great devotee. We learn about them slightly later. Now, Narottam Das Thakur, about the slight information about Narottam Das Thakur. Narottam Das Thakur was the son of Krishnadas Rai, who was a resident of Gadarhat, and he preached the love of God in this material world. And we will also tell you, he also appeared with the intentions of, with the wish of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he was an intimate associate of Srinivasa Acharya, and they worked for Rupa Sanatana Goswami. And what happened at that time, all the devotees in Vrindavana, they were feeling intense separation from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu because they had not seen him for a long time. And seeing Sanatana Goswami's uncontrollable grief, Rupa Goswami said that if you behave like this, what will happen to the others? And you are the Lord's second body. If you break down like this, others will certainly lose their steadiness. And with great great endeavor, Rupa Goswami pacified Sanatana Goswami. Still, Sanatana Goswami continued to shiver due to his feelings of separation from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And from that day, Sanatana Goswami became more and more agitated, and his disease of separation increased day by day. And Rupa Goswami became worried that Sanatana Goswami might leave this world. And after some time, Rupa Goswami took the two articles sent by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and gave them to Gopal Bhatta Goswami as ordered by the Lord. And Rupa and Sanatana, they carried, each of them carried one of these articles holding to their chest. And when they came before the Gopal Bhatta Goswami, they offered their respects and then the items to him. Then they also read him the Lord's letter. And after hearing the contents of the letter, Gopal Bhatta Goswami was overwhelmed with ecstasy, and he touched the loincloth and asana to his chest and cried profusely. And Rupa Goswami carefully consoled him with his sweet words. Then Gopal Bhatta Goswami asked, how can I dare to sit in this asana which was used by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? That will be disregard for the Lord. But Rupa Goswami said that whatever the Lord has ordered, you must carry it out. Then Gopal Bhatt Goswami wrapped the loincloth around his neck and sat on the asana, and this pleased all the assembled devotees who were present there. And that night, Gauranga, that is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself, appeared before Chaitanya, before Sanatana Goswami in a dream and said that one of my devotees will soon appear in a Brahmana's family in Bengal, and this devotee will be very, very sober and full of all the good qualities. And since you are none different from me, you will carry out my mission with the help of this devotee who will be named as Srinivasa. Now, Sanatana Goswami was awestruck after seeing the Lord in his dream, and the next morning he disclosed about the incident to the assembly of devotees. and he told him about Srinivasa Acharya, and he said that the Lord constantly relishes the transcendental pastimes along with his associates such as Swarup Damodar Goswami and Ramananda Rai, and he has empowered Rupa Goswami to write about him. Then the Lord will cause Srinivasa to appear in Bengal after his disappearance. I hope you all will be able to see him in due course of time. It requires a great deal of good fortune to meet a devotee of Lord Chaitanya. So I think that I am not so fortunate. He was actually hinting at his leaving the material world before Srinivasa Acharya. He comes to Vrindavana. Then Gopala Bhatta Goswami said that if the Lord sends and such a jewel-like personality, we shall no doubt be privileged to see him. And Rupa Goswami said that I have worked hard, and by the Lord's mercy, I have worked very hard to produce many books. My labor will also become successful if I can teach Srinivasa the contents of these books and then hand over to him. Then everyone became joyful. They realized this exalted personality would deliver many fallen conditioned souls in this material world in future. And one day, all the devotees had a dream, and they saw Srinivas Acharya appearing at Chaitanya Dasa's house from the womb of Lakshmi Priya. And as soon as Srinivas was born, the holy name of Sri Radha Krishna began to expand in the complete area, and all kinds of living entities, including the dog eaters, were being delivered. And from this dream, all the devotees could understand what would take place in future. But they were worried because the Lord had said that Nivasa would appear after his disappearance. Now, Rupa and Sanatana were particularly eager to see Srinivasa, who was the very form of love of God. But Swarupa Damodar was uneasy because of all the inauspicious signs appearing both day and night. And one day, when he found that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu alone in a place, he inquired about Srinivasa's identity and characteristics, and the Lord happily glorified Srinivasa. And Swarupa Damodar then wrote a letter to Sanatana Goswami in Vrindavana and informed him of what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had said to him. Meanwhile, Chaitanya Dasa, that is Srinivas Acharya's father, sat down on the bank of the Ganges and performed the religious ceremony 7 times. And that night, the Lord informed him in a dream that a baby boy of a golden complexion would soon be born to him, and that he should name him as Srinivasa. And the Lord further informed Chaitanya Dasa that his son would propagate the holy name of the Lord and deliver many, many people. Then the Lord then touched Lakshmi Priya's head and told her to be happy, and she was carrying an extraordinary soul in her womb. As soon as she felt the Lord's touch, Lakshmi Priya became totally intoxicated with ecstatic love, and this love filled her so much that she awoke from the sleep and began to cry. Then symptoms of Krishna Prema, they were very, very apparent. And Chaitanya Dasa, he also said that if I do not go out for my duty, then what would we eat? I have to do something. I cannot sit down in the house. Then Lakshmi Priya said that we have received a great treasure. Because of this, our poverty will be totally destroyed and our lives will become totally successful. And there are many auspicious symptoms in the village. The villagers had always worshipped Goddess Durga, Lord Shiva, and the other demigods. Now they chanted only Krishna's holy name. But a very sinful Brahmana living in the village went to the landlord and reported him on the change in the people's religious practices. Instead of chanting the name of Lord Shiva and Durga, they are chanting the Lord Krishna's name. Then the landlord, his name was Durgadasa. He said that who has dared to teach them something else? If I find anyone chanting other names other than Shiva and Durga, I will plunder his house and destroy. And Das then called a drummer and told him to announce throughout the village that everyone must either chant the names of Shiva and Durga or face ruination. But as soon as the drummer beat his drum, the sound Radha Krishna sounded from him. Then the village children began chanting the name of Radha Krishna and dance in ecstasy. And the women's minds filled in joy as they become intoxicated by the drum's vibration. And everybody, they walked in a procession to Chaitanya Dasa's house, accompanied by the landlord. And although Chaitanya Dasa was anxious by seeing the landlord in front of his house, he offered him respect and an asana, and bidding the people to disperse. Chaitanya Dasa turned to his guest Durgadasa and presented him with palatable food, and the landlord ate to his full satisfaction, then said, then he lay down to rest. And while he was asleep, he suddenly heard the sounds of mridangas and kartalas, and he awake with a start, but he could not see anything. Meanwhile, in the adjoining room, Lakshmi Priya told her husband that I saw two golden complexioned children dancing in Sankirtana. Then the two children merged and became one. The child then came before me and grabbed my feet with a smile. And he told me to wait for 10 months and that I would again be able to see him dance. Now, when Durgadasa heard this, he began to condemn himself. He cried and rolled on the ground. When Chaitanya Dasa heard this lamentation and immediately came to him, catching Durgadasa's hands, he tried to pacify him. And Durgadasa, he accepted his mistake. And Chaitanya Dasa, he said that you are known as a sober person. Why has a dream upset you? Now, Durgadasa said that I am sure that it was not a dream. The sounds were so vivid and this cannot be untrue at all. And then Durgadas also said that I have told you everything in detail. Now I want to accept the Radha Krishna mantra. And after saying this, Durgadasa he returned home and began to search for a genuine spiritual master who could give him the Radha Krishna name. Now, this is what is about Sri Srinivas Acharya's uh, before appearance, what happened and how everything came up. The balance of the things we'll see in the subsequent our subsequent classes, and it is a very big series of describing these three great devotees. First, their activities in Vrindavana, and what happened after they went to uh, uh, Jagannath Puri and Bengal. Now, with this, I finish today's class. I'll request all the devotees to uh, ask any questions if they or if they have any comments. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी, दंडवत प्रणाम।
Dandavat pranam,
थैंक यू
Mata.
फॉर वंडरफुल क्लास प्रभु जी। प्रभु जी, वो एक पॉइंट मैंने मिस कर दिया है, तो
Yeah.
मदर अर्थ नीलांचल में बारंबार अर्थक्वेक का कारण क्या था प्रभु जी? वो मैंने मिस कर दिया सुनने का।
Okay. Why there was because Chaitanya, actually it is caused by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu only, by Lord Jagannatha, and this was to announce that a great devotee is coming. Great devotee will soon appear in this material world. That was the warning, that was an indication. And that is the way the Lord wanted to indicate to everybody. There is no other reason. It was not to terrify the people or cause harm to anybody, but this was to announce the appearance of actually Srinivas Acharya on the orders of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because he wanted a great devotee to appear after he disappears, so that he should distribute love of Godhead on his behalf. So that is the only reason.
Okay, Prabhuji, thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. So,
Dandavat
so lot of information, lot of to understand for me specifically. But we understand greatness of Srinivas Acharya. Prabhuji, that Pujari of, one of the, you just mentioned the Pujari of, Lord Jagannath,
Jagannath
feeling
temple.
DJ. He was
Yes.
feeling like a DJ-ness, right?
Yeah.
So, how you understand that? Why was that, or what is significance there?
Okay. He actually wanted to obtain the blessings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Why he was feeling DG? Actually, all these things, if you connect, they were all happening before Lord, rather at the time of Lord Jagannatha appearing in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's dream and telling that a great devotee named Srinivas Acharya would appear shortly. It was privy to that. There is no special reason. These are all indications of the appearance of a great devotee. And there is I cannot think any other reason.
Yeah, okay, Pro. So all the symptoms that as you described, it was just arrival of Srinivas Acharya, right? So that was
Yes.
that all that we understand. Again, that later, last time Mataji explained that in the market nobody's there's no demand for the rice and all that. So that context, I understood that this is the time for Lord Chaitanya to leave, but what is the context like today you was explaining? I lost
Okay.
something.
Okay. The context is he also said that is this message had been sent by Advaita Acharya through a devotee to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and this devotee said, I do not understand what is in this message. What basically he said, the people are not interested in this material world. And because they are absorbed in the love of Godhead, and that's why they do not like, they have no interest in this eating rice or eating anything. That means they are taking interest in the transcendental matters. And that's why the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he also became happy. And from that day onwards, as I told you, he also felt separation, great separation from the Lord. So that is what is the meaning.
It's understood. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Like later on we will study Narottam Das Thakur. It is also a similar story, how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had predicted him to come. That means they are his eternal devotees, and from time to time he sends them to this material world to deliver people like us. Any other question or comment? Yes, we have got a lot of time. Any comment or any other question?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam, Mataji.
So, very beautiful class, Prabhuji, but very curious thing is Mahaprabhu knows everything. He is himself Paramatma, and yet he was asking Mother Earth to find the person. So this I could not understand, because maybe it was for the sake of Leela.
Yeah, yes, it was. He is the Supreme Lord. There is no difference between Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Lord Krishna. But still, then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would go to Jagannath, Lord Jagannath would come in a dream and tell Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then he would tell. That means Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was acting or behaving like a ordinary devotee. He never called himself the Supreme Lord, and he prevented anybody from disclosing that also. So that is the reason he wanted to behave like a normal common man, common devotee, and that's what was the purpose why he came here. That is the thing he wanted to teach all of us. So that's why all the things happened. He knew everything, but this was all Leela only. But you are very, very right. Thank you, Mataji.
Very beautiful. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Any other question or comment?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Very wonderful class, Prabhu. Very nice. And I mean, reading about this great acharyas gives so much of uh, happiness in the heart. There's explaining. So I wanted to know about what's that the only way which Advaita Acharya could do to attract Mahaprabhu's mercy, because I heard that after his this display of this preaching, many of them they became Mayavadis, they became impersonalists. They did not come back to devotional service again. It is also mentioned like that.
Yes, yes. Like if you see, rather the great preachers, they do not want the non-devotees to come in this line of devotional service till they are totally purified. So that's why you have to separate them. Though Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu, they were distributing the love of Godhead without thinking of anybody's qualification, still then there was a need to divide this. That means the non-devotees, they should not come in this path of devotional service, because like if you see in Bhagavad Gita also, in very many shastras it is written that this devotional service, it should not be taught to the non-devotees like this. So this was one of the reasons, and he is the Supreme Lord, the form of the incarnation of Mahavishnu and Sadasiva, and Lord Chaitanya. Nothing happens without the approval of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. All this was a plan only. And that's why, as you know, what was happening in Bengal. Bengal, those people, they were the devotees of Durga and Shiva only. Even today, also you will see a large portion of people in Bihar, Bengal, and that tract, they are devoted to Durga and Lord Shiva. So that is the region. They should not, unless they have totally understood what is devotional service, and they totally have faith in this, they should not come on this path. Otherwise, that will also be harmful to them. So this was perhaps the way they wanted to bring out to this world. So that's why he taught impersonalism, not only for obtaining the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but for other reasons also.
Okay, Prabhu, understood. Thank you very much.
प्रभु जी लाइक आदि शंकराचार्य जी, उन्होंने भी ऐसा ही किया ना प्रभु जी?
Yes.
तो डिवोटी और नॉन डिवोटी को सेपरेट करके.
Yes. That is exactly he did. Adi Shankaracharya was who? He was Lord Shiva only, as we have been taught in so many courses. He was Shankaracharya only, but he started preaching impersonalism. It was for this reason only. In his house, even which is there in Kerala, even today, Radha and Krishna, they are installed. He used to worship them that time also, and they are being worshipped even today. And if you go through Bhajagovindam, There is nothing which can be said to be impersonal there. Totally personal. He knew what it was, because we know Vaishnavanang Yatha Sambhu, in amongst all the Vaishnavas, he is number one. He knows what was to be done, but he was sent at that time for a particular task. And to achieve that, that was the means he followed. And in very great detail, we have seen Charu Prabhuji has explained to us, and we should understand that. I hope I
Yes,
have answered.
Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji. Absolutely. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Any other question or comment? Okay, if there are no comments or questions, then the second part of today's class will begin. I offer my obeisances to Charu Prabhuji. Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavad Pradam Prabhuji, Haribol.
Dandavat.
Yes,
Haribol,
everyone.
how are you, Prabhuji?
I'm doing fine. Everyone, please accept my humble obeisances. All good Srila Prabhupada. Really, it was so wonderful to attend this class today. And if and when time permits, um, don't be surprised, I might show up, okay?
Yes, yes.
Because this is a really wonderful classes that Sharad Prabhu is initiated about our acharyas and a great devotees. So much to learn from their biography, you know. I'm really very happy, and thank you so much for Sharad Prabhuji inviting me to be present today, and I will share some of my um, early impressions that I've been attending this my academic course. 3 courses I've been taking that I already gave you an update on that, but I will wait a little bit. Thank you, Sharad Prabhuji, for inviting me, for your kind invitation, and all the mercy of all the devotees offering prayers on my behalf, and I need very badly, very badly. So many difficulties I'm going through presently in my personal life, as well as in so many other aspects. And yet, because of your prayers, I'm able to continue this very demanding academic course, and I'll wait until you offer the praise. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhuji. So, dear devotees, today we are here to recite the 4 potent Nrsimha mantras for our dear Charu Prabhuji, who is fighting against all odds to satisfy the divine couple Sri Radha and Krishna. And these potent Nrsimha mantras are the Nrsimha mantra or the Nrsimha Bija mantra, which will be sung by me. Then Lakshmi Nrsimha Satanama Stotram, that is the 108 transcendental names of Lord Nrsimha Dev by Raksha Mataji. The Nrsimha Kavacha that is given in the Brahmanda Purana by Rajiv Prabhuji. And finally, Nrsimha Arati by Archana Mataji. You may sing along with or just concentrate and hear. And what are the various benefits by all these mantras? I'll just give in 2-3 minutes. Then we'll start. Now, this Nrsimha mantra, Nrsimha Bija mantra also it is known. It is a very powerful ultimate mantra that can destroy all the fear and keep one spiritually charged and fill one's life with positivity and confidence. And anyone who chants this mantra is assured of fearlessness by Lord Nrsimhadev, who is extremely powerful, who is all auspicious, and who is the death of death personified. No obstacles or evil forces however great they can be, can understand in the way of a devotee who takes shelter of the Lord, that is Lord Nrsingadev, and chants this sublime mantra every day. But please remember, with faith and devotion, we have to have full faith, and with devotion, we should chant this. A very simple mantra I'll tell you. Then, like in the presence of the sun, there can be no question of darkness. Similarly, in the presence of the Supreme Lord, there can be no possibility of any danger. And when one takes shelter of the Lord Singhadev, which is known as the death personified, he becomes completely fearless. Like Bhakta Prahlada was able to overcome all types of obstacles and dangers simply by the grace of Lord Nrsingadev. Then, therefore, transform fearfulness to fearlessness with the ultimate chant to overcome all dangers. The Nrsinga Bija mantra is there. I'll sing this slightly later. Then regarding the Lakshmi Nrsimha Astotara Satanam Stotram, or the 108 transcendental names of Lord Nrsinga Dev, as we know, he is an incarnation of Lord Vishnu and a fierce form who came to destroy Hiranyakasipu in order to save his devotee Prahlada. And the 108 names of Nrsimha gives a detailed explanation of his incarnation, divine nature, along with several attributes. And although Lord Nrsimha is known to be fierce form, one must keep in mind that he is known for his merciful and protecting nature of his devotees. And reciting the Lakshmi Nrsimha Astotara Satanama Stotram with great devotion will destroy all of our internal fears and help us to gain the courage by the bliss of Lord Nrsimha. And we'll learn how Lord Nrsimha, he roars loudly and causes others to roar. And with his multitudes of arms, he tears the demons and kills them fearlessly. And he is always seeking out and tormenting the demoniac descendants of Diti, both on this earth planet and in the higher planets. Then the third one, the Nrsinga Kavacham. Nrsinga Kavacham is a powerful mantra which bestows protection, spiritual wisdom, and material desires. Chanting of this mantra provides protection against evil spirits, black magic, and various vicious desires. Besides shielding against malicious beings, it also confers devotion and stillness of mind, which paves the ways for knowing the Supreme Lord. And the mantra works for all and everybody, and brings auspiciousness to all those who recite it daily. And Nrsinga Kavacha, this was formerly spoken by Prahlad Maharaj. It is most auspicious. It vanquishes all kinds of impediments and provides one with protection. And one should meditate on Lord Nrsingadev, the Lord of the demigods, seated up on a golden throne. I am not describing what is given there. And at the end, the Nrsimha Arti, which we keep on singing at the end of the class. Now, this Nrsimha Arti, it combines two verses taken from Nrsimha Purana and one verse from Jayadev Goswami's Dasavatara Stotra, in which he describes about Lord Nrsingadev. And this is said to encounter all obstacles on the path of devotees, whether they are physical or mental. Let us hear these four most potent Nrsinga mantras. The first one I'll recite Nrsinga Kavacha, or this is also known as Bija mantra. Jaya Narsimha, Sri Narsimha, Jaya Jaya Sri Narsimha, Prahlades Jaya Padma, Mukha Padma Bringa, Ugram Viram Mahavishtum, Jvalantham Sarvatomukham, Nrsimham Visanam Bhadram, Mrutyar Mrutyam Namamyaham, Jaya Nrsimha, Sri Narasimha, Jaya Jaya Sri Narasimha, Prahlades Jaya Padma, Mukha Padma Bringa, उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नृसिंहं भीषणं भद्रं मृत्युर्मृत्युं नमाम्यहं। जय नरसिंह श्रीनरसिंह जय जय श्रीनरसिंह। प्रह्लादेश जय पद्म मुख पद्म भृंग। उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नृसिंहं भीषणं भद्रं मृत्युर्मृत्युं नमाम्यहं। जय नरसिंह श्रीनरसिंह जय जय श्रीनरसिंह। प्रह्लादेश जय पद्म मुख पद्म भृंग। उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नृसिंहं भीषणं भद्रं मृत्युर्मृत्युं नमाम्यहं। जय नरसिंह श्रीनरसिंह जय जय श्रीनरसिंह। प्रह्लादेश जय पद्म मुख पद्म भृंग। उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नृसिंहं भीषणं भद्रं मृत्युर्मृत्युं नमाम्यहं। जय नरसिंह श्रीनरसिंह जय जय श्रीनरसिंह। प्रह्लादेश जय पद्म मुख पद्म भृंग। उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नृसिंहं भीषणं भद्रं मृत्युर्मृत्युं नमाम्यहं। जय नरसिंह श्रीनरसिंह जय जय श्रीनरसिंह। प्रह्लादेश जय पद्म मुख पद्म भृंग। उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नृसिंहं भीषणं भद्रं मृत्युर्मृत्युं नमाम्यहं। जय नरसिंह श्रीनरसिंह जय जय नरसिंह। प्रह्लादेश जय पद्म मुख पद्म भृंग। उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नृसिंहं भीषणं भद्रं मृत्युर्मृत्युं नमाम्यहं। जय नरसिंह श्रीनरसिंह जय जय श्रीनरसिंह। प्रह्लादेश जय पद्म मुख पद्म भृंग। उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नृसिंहं भीषणं भद्रं मृत्युर्मृत्युं नमाम्यहं। जय नरसिंह श्रीनरसिंह जय जय श्रीनरसिंह। प्रह्लादेश जय पद्म मुख पद्म भृंग। उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नृसिंहं भीषणं भद्रं मृत्युर्मृत्युं नमाम्यहं। जय नरसिंह श्रीनरसिंह जय जय श्रीनरसिंह। प्रह्लादेश जय पद्म मुख पद्म भृंग। उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नृसिंहं भीषणं भद्रं मृत्युर्मृत्युं नमाम्यहं। जय नरसिंह श्रीनरसिंह जय जय श्रीनरसिंह। प्रह्लादेश जय पद्म मुख पद्म भृंग। उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नृसिंहं भीषणं भद्रं मृत्युर्मृत्युं नमाम्यहं। जय नरसिंह श्रीनरसिंह जय जय श्रीनरसिंह। प्रह्लादेश जय पद्म मुख पद्म भृंग। उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नृसिंहं भीषणं भद्रं मृत्युर्मृत्युं नमाम्यहं। जय नरसिंह श्रीनरसिंह जय जय श्रीनरसिंह। प्रह्लादेश जय पद्म मुख पद्म भृंग। उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नृसिंहं भीषणं भद्रं मृत्युर्मृत्युं नमाम्यहं। जय नरसिंह श्रीनरसिंह जय जय श्रीनरसिंह। प्रह्लादेश जय पद्म मुख पद्म भृंग। उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नृसिंहं भीषणं भद्रं मृत्युर्मृत्युं नमाम्यहं। जय नरसिंह श्रीनरसिंह जय जय श्रीनरसिंह। प्रह्लादेश जय पद्म मुख पद्म भृंग। उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नृसिंहं भीषणं भद्रं मृत्युर्मृत्युं नमाम्यहं। जय नरसिंह श्रीनरसिंह जय जय श्रीनरसिंह। प्रह्लादेश जय पद्म मुख पद्म भृंग। उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नुसिंहं भीषणं भद्रं मृत्युर्मृत्युं नमाम्यहम्। जय नरसिंह श्री नरसिंह जय जय श्री नरसिंह। प्रह्लादेश जय पद्म मुख पद्म भृंग। उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं। नुसिंहं भीषणं भद्रं मृत्युर्मृत्युं नमाम्यहम्। जय नरसिंह श्री नरसिंह जय जय श्री नरसिंह। प्रह्लादेश जय पद्म मुख पद्म भृंग। उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं। नृसिंहं भीषणं भद्रं मृत्युर्मृत्युं नमाम्यहम्। जय नरसिंह श्री नरसिंह जय जय नरसिंह। प्रह्लादेश जय पद्म मुख पद्म भृंग। उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं। नृसिंहं भीषणं भद्रं मृत्युर्मृत्युं नमाम्यहम्। जय नरसिंह श्री नरसिंह जय जय श्री नरसिंह। प्रह्लादेश जय पद्म मुख पद्म भृंग। उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं। नृसिंहं भीषणं भद्रं मृत्युर्मृत्युं नमाम्यहम्। Hare Krishna. Now I will request Raksha Mataji to sing the Ashtottara Satanama Stotram.
हरे कृष्णा। दंडवत प्रणाम टू ऑल डिवोटीज। दंडवत प्रणाम चारू प्रभु जी। चारू प्रभु जी। श्री श्री लक्ष्मी नरसिंह भगवान की जय हो। अष्टोत्तर सत्यनामावली ऑफ लॉर्ड नरसिम्हा। ओम नरसिम्हाय नमः। ओम महासिंहाय नमः। ओम दिव्य सिंहाय नमः। ओम महाबलाय नमः। ओम उग्र सिंहाय नमः। ओम महादेवाय नमः। ओम स्तंभजाय नमः। ओम उग्रलोचनाय नमः। ओम रौद्राय नमः। ओम सर्वाद्भुताय नमः। ओम श्रीमते नमः। ओम योगानंदाय नमः। ओम त्रिविक्रमाय नमः। ओम हरये नमः। ओम कोलाहलाय नमः। ओम चक्रिणे नमः। ओम विजयाय नमः। ओम जयवर्धनाय नमः। ओम पंजाननाय नमः। ओम परब्रह्मणे नमः। ओम अघोराय नमः। ओम घोर विक्रमाय नमः। ओम ज्वलन्मुखाय नमः। ओम ज्वलमालिने नमः। ओम महाज्वलाय नमः। ओम महाप्रभवे नमः। ओम निटिलाक्षाय नमः। ओम सहस्त्राक्षाय नमः। ओम दुनरीक्षाय नमः। ओम प्रतापनाय नमः। ओम महाद्रष्टायुधाय नमः। ओम प्राज्ञाय नमः। ओम चंडकोपिने नमः। ओम सदाशिवाय नमः। ओम हिरण्यकशिपुध्वंसिने नमः। ओम दैत्यदानव भंजनाय नमः। ओम गुणभद्राय नमः। ओम महाभद्राय नमः। ओम बलभद्राय नमः। ओम सुभद्रकाय नमः। ओम करालाय नमः। ओम विक्रलाय नमः। ओम विकत्रे नमः। ओम सर्वकर्तुकाय नमः। ओम शिंशुमाराय नमः। ओम त्रिलोकात्मने नमः। ओम ईशाय नमः। ओम सर्वेश्वराय नमः। ओम विभवे नमः। ओम भैरव आडंबराय नमः। ओम दिव्याय नमः। ओम अच्युताय नमः। ओम कवि माधवाय नमः। ओम अधोक्षजाय नमः। ओम अक्षराय नमः। ओम शर्वाय नमः। ओम वनमालिने नमः। ओम वरप्रदाय नमः। ओम विश्वंभराय नमः। ओम अद्भुताय नमः। ओम भव्याय नमः। ओम श्री वैष्णवे नमः। ओम पुरुषोत्तमाय नमः। ओम अनघास्त्राय नमः। ओम नखस्त्राय नमः। ओम सूर्य ज्योतिषे नमः। ओम सुरेश्वराय नमः। ओम सहस्त्रबाहवे नमः। ओम सर्वज्ञाय नमः। ओम सर्वसिद्धिप्रदायकाय नमः। ओम व्रजद्रष्टाय नमः। ओम व्रजनखाय नमः। ओम महानंदाय नमः। ओम परंतपाय नमः। ओम सर्वयंत्रेकरूपाय नमः। ओम सर्वयंत्रविदारणाय नमः। ओम सर्वतंत्रात्मकाय नमः। ओम अव्यक्ताय नमः। ओम सुव्यक्ताय नमः। ओम भक्तवत्सलाय नमः। ओम वैशाख शुक्ल भूतो तथाय नमः। ओम शरणागत वत्सलाय नमः। ओम उदार कीर्तिये नमः। ओम पुण्यात्मने नमः। ओम महात्मने नमः। ओम चंडविक्रमाय नमः। ओम वेदत्र प्रपूजयाय नमः। ओम भगवते नमः। ओम परमेश्वराय नमः। ओम श्रीवत्संगाय नमः। ओम श्रीनिवासाय नमः। ओम जगत्वापिने नमः। ओम जगत्वापिने नमः। माय टैबलेट 1 मिनट प्रभु जी। हाँ, ओम जगत मायाय नमः। ओम जगत पालाय नमः। ओम जगन्नाथाय नमः। ओम महाकायाय नमः। ओम द्विरूपभृते नमः। ओम परमात्मने नमः। ओम परम ज्योतिषे नमः। ओम निर्गुणाय नमः। ओम नरकेसरिणे नमः। ओम परम तत्वाय नमः। ओम परम धामने नमः। ओम सच्चिदानंद विग्रहाय नमः। ओम लक्ष्मी नरसिंहाय नमः। ओम सर्वात्मने नमः। ओम धीराय नमः। ओम प्रहलाद पालकाय नमः। श्री श्री लक्ष्मी नरसिम्हा भगवान की जय हो। भक्त शिरोमणि प्रहलाद महाराज की जय हो। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। दंडवत प्रणाम टू ऑल डिवोटीज।
Wonderful, Raksha Bhataji, so beautiful. Thank you so much.
Now the
Hare Krishna, Charu Prabhu and Sarat Prabhu, thank you so much. Good to see you, Prabhu. Now we'll recite Narsimha Kavach mantra. Wherever the Ma and Mama is there, we'll put Charu Chandra Prabhu's name so that we'll pray for his good health and his success in his endeavor. Thank you so much. Sri Narasimha Kavacha mantra. Narasimha Kavacham Mokshe Prahladenoditam Pura Sarvarakshakaram Punyam Sarvapadravanashanam Sarvasampatkaram Chaiva Swargamoksha Pradayakam Dhyatva Narasimha Devesham Hema Simhasanastitam Vivrittasham Trinayanam Sharaddindo Samaprabam Lakshmalingita Vamangam Vibhuti Virupashritam Chaturbhujam Komalangam Swarnakundalashobitam श्रीयाशु शोभितोरस्कं रत्नकेयोरमुद्रितं तप्तकाञ्चन शङ्काशं पीतनिर्मलवाससं इन्द्रादिसुरमौलिस्थ स्फुरन्माणिक्यदीप्तिभिः विराजितपदद्वन्द्वं शङ्खचक्रादिहेतिभिः गरुत्मता चयनया स्तूयमानामुदान्वित स्वरुतकमलसम्मासं कृत्वा तु कवचं पठेत् नरसिंहो चारुचन्द्रप्रभु शिरः पातु लोकरक्षात्मसंभवा सर्वगोऽपि स्तंभवास पालं चारुचंद्र प्रभु रक्षतु ध्वनिं नरसिंहो चारुचंद्र प्रभु दृशो पातु सोमसूराग्निलोचन स्मृतिं चारुचंद्र प्रभु पातु नरहरि मुनिवर्यास्तुति प्रिय नाशं चारुचंद्र प्रभु सिंहनाशस्तु मुखं लक्ष्मी मुख प्रिय सर्व विद्यादि पापातु नरसिंहारसनं चारुचंद्र प्रभु वक्रं पातु इंदुवदन सदा प्रह्लाद वंदित नरसिंह पातु चारुचंद्र प्रभु कंठं स्कंदं भू भरणांतकृत दिव्यास्त्र शोभितांबुजो नरसिंह पातु चारुचंद्र प्रभु भुजो करो चारुचंद्र प्रभु देव वरदो नरसिंह पातु सर्वता हृदयं योगी साध्याश्च निवासं पातु चारुचंद्र प्रभु हरि मध्यम पातु हिरण्याक्ष वक्ष कुक्षे विदारण नाभिं चारुचंद्र प्रभु पातु नरहरि स्वनाभि ब्रह्म संस्थिता ब्रह्मांड कोटया काट्यम यशास्तु पातु चारुचंद्र प्रभु कटिम गुह्यम चारुचंद्र प्रभु पातु गुह्यानां मंत्राणां गुह्य रूपदृक् गुरु मनोभाव पातु जानुनी नर रूपदृक् जंगे पातु धर बार वृत्तायो असौंड्र केशरी सुर राज्य प्रदा पातु पादौ चारुचंद्र प्रभु नरहरीश्वर सहस्र शीर्षा पुरुष पातु चारुचंद्र प्रभु सर्वशातनु महोग्र पूर्वता पातु महावीराग्रजो गणिता महाविष्णु दक्षिणे तु महाज्वालास्तु नैऋतो पश्चिमे पातु सर्वेषु दिशि चारुचंद्र प्रभु सर्वतोमुख नरसिंह पातु व्यावयं सौम्यं भूषण विग्रह ईशानां पातु भद्रो चारुचंद्र प्रभु सर्वमंगलदायक संसार भयदा पातु मृत्योर्न केशरी इदं नरसिंह कवचं प्रह्लाद मुखमंडितं भक्तिमान् यः पठे नित्यं सर्व पापै प्रमुच्यते पुत्रवान् धनवान् लोके दीर्घायुरुपजायते यं यं कामयते कामं तं तं प्राप्नोति असंशयं सर्वत्र जयम् आप्नोति सर्वत्र विजयी भवेत् भूम्यान्तरिक्ष दिव्यानां ग्रहाणां निवारणं रुचिगोराग संभूत विशापहरणं परं ब्रह्म राक्षस यक्षाणां दूरोत्सारण कारणं भूर्जेवा तालपत्रे वा कवचं लिखितं शुभं करमूले धृतमेन सिद्धये कर्म सिद्धया देवासुर मनुष्येषु स्वं स्वमेवाजं लभेत् एकसन्ध्यं त्रिसन्ध्यं वायः पठेत् नियतो नरः सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्यं भुक्तिं मुक्तिं च विन्दति द्वात्रिंशति सहस्राणि पठेत् शुद्धात्मभिर्नरि कवचस्य मन्त्रस्य मन्त्रसिद्धि प्रजायते अनेन मन्त्रराजेन कृत्वा भस्माभिमन्त्रणं तिलकं बिभ्रयादस्तु तस्याग्रह भयं हरे त्रिवारं जपमानस्तु दत्तं वार्याभिमन्त्र च प्रासयेदयं नरं मन्त्र नरसिंह ध्यानमाचरेत् तस्य रोग प्रणश्यन्ति ये च सूय कुक्षि संभवा किमर्थ भो नोक्तेन नरसिंह सदृशो भवेत् मनसा चिन्तितं यत्तु स तच्चाप्नोति संशयम् गर्जन्तं गर्जयन्तं निजभुजपतलं स्फोटयन्तं हतन्तं दीप्यन्तं तापयन्तं दिव्भुवि तिजन्तं क्षेपयन्तं क्षिपन्तं क्रन्दन्तं रोषयन्तं दिशि दिशि सततं संहारन्तं भरन्तं वीक्षन्तं घूर्णयन्तं करनिकराशतै दिव्यसिंहा नमामि इति श्रीब्रह्माण्डपुराणे प्रह्लादोक्तं श्रीनरसिंहकवचं सम्पूर्णम् विघ्नविनाशक श्री नरसिंहदेव भगवान की जय भक्तराज प्रह्लाद महाराज की जय इधरेश चारुचंद्र प्रभु की जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय थैंक यू हरे कृष्ण प्रभु
Prabhuji, I have no words. Thank you.
Maataji.
Thank you.
नमस्ते नरसिंहाय नमस्ते नरसिंहाय प्रह्लादलायिने प्रह्लादलायिने हिरण्यकाशीपूर्वक्षः हिरण्यकाशीपूर्वक्षः शिलाटङ्कानखालये शिलाटङ्कानखालये इतो नरसिंह परतो नरसिंह इतो नरसिंह परतो नरसिंह यतो यतो यामि ततो नरसिंह यतो यतो यामि ततो नरसिंह बहिर्नरसिंह हृदये नरसिंह बहिर्नरसिंह हृदये नरसिंह नरसिंहमदिं शरणं प्रपद्ये नरसिंहमदिं शरणं प्रपद्ये तव कर कमलवरे नाखाम् अद्भुतशृङ्गं दलिता हिरण्यकशिपु तनुभृङ्गा केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद श्री श्री नरसिंहदेव भगवान की जय भक्तराज प्रहलाद महाराज की जय जगत गुरु शीला प्रभुपाद की जय His Grace चारुचंद्र प्रभु की जय Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you very much. We all of us pray for Charu Prabhuji's his upcoming project, that is his PhD and other things. And we'll keep on praying to Lord Nrsingadev for his welfare. Thank you very much for Prabhuji. Thank you very much for joining with us and encouraging us. Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, please, few words.
Yes, I'll request you to say a few words, Prabhuji.
Thank you. Thank you, all the devotees. Rajiv Prabhuji, Raksha Mataji, Archana Mataji, offering these wonderful prayers on my behalf. And you have no idea how much I'm in need of that. From a multi-prong, I've been facing difficulties. My personal life is disintegrating right in front of me. I recently become a victim of a scam operation when I was doing my online banking. I came that close to losing every penny in my bank account. So in spite of that, I have to keep on attending this, my doctoral study course. Every day I have to read tons of material, write reflective essays, intellect, everything I need to maintain in spite of all these situations. So clearly, no doubt, because of your prayers being offered on my behalf, Lord Nrsimhadev must be protecting me. Otherwise, I have been long gone, really. Under extremely trying circumstances, I'm doing these courses, So please accept my grateful thanks from the bottom of my heart. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jai Shri Prabhupada. Years and years of my sadhana is now being tested. But I firmly believe Lord test devotees' resolve, because I'm working totally selflessly. Believe me. And I'm trying to serve the Lord's mission. I'm doing this doctoral work, studies, no personal interest. Neither I'm starting a new career, nor I'm doing it for money. Instead of I'm spending money, a huge bulk of money, all for the purpose of glorifying the potency of bhakti that I've seen in my life. Incredible bhakti. So if I succeed, if the Lord let me succeed, I want to approach my three-pronged audience is there. On one side, the devotees are there. Second, the scientific community is there. And third, the common mass of people. This is what I'm trying to convince all these three, and that inherently they are going in different directions. I'm trying to bridge science and devotional service, and thereby I intend to convince the mass of people on the street to take up the whole entire 40 years of my devotional service is being tested, and I'm trying to stay composed. So believe me, all three of you offered these prayers, and Sharat Prabhuji, Sanjeev Prabhuji, who invited me today, is really the testimonial of the power of the Lord's protection. He tests our results, no doubt about it. But it is not within our power to withstand that amount of intense pressure, but only through the Lord's mercy, Lord's protection. So take it from my experience. Stay fixed in your devotional service. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji. Thank you very much for associating with us. And we'll associate with you whenever you have got time. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Just one other thing I forgot. You might be wondering why I'm letting my beards grow. That is my vow. Unless and until I finish my ultimate goal, this will keep on growing. It might take 4 or 5 years. And if I don't achieve it, then it will be lifelong. That is my vow, you know. So please help me. I stay fixed in my vow. Hare Krishna. If anybody wants to say something, please feel free. Hare Bol.
Hare Krishna, Charu Bhaiji. Very happy to meet you, to see you.
Thank you.
God, Lord mercy will complete your aim, purpose. So, Lord mercy is there with you. He will definitely complete your purpose.
I only vision in the right eye only, you know.
We will keep on praying for you. Yeah. We will keep on praying for you, for your good health and for complete your mission.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you. Thank you, Benji. Anybody
Hare
else?
Krishna, Charu Prabhuji, Danvat Pranam. I will be praying for you. I'm feeling so much, Prabhuji. First of all, glad to see you. And what you are going through, I think you are doing for all of us. And everybody, as you mentioned, Prabhuji, will be praying for you. Hare Krishna.
Like I said, this is a Mahayagya. Everybody is offering their oblations, okay? Everybody, collectively, we are serving in this.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Raksha Mataji. કેમ છો બેન?
હરે કૃષ્ણ પ્રભુજી, થેન્ક યુ સો મચ. અમને બહુ દિવસ જોયા, બહુ સારું લાગ્યું. प्रभुजी, आप लक्ष्मी नरसिम्हा से हम हर रोज प्रार्थना करेंगे आपके वेलफेयर के लिए, और आपका जो भी डिजायर है वो सब खत्म हो सके, और उसके लिए हम हमेशा प्रे करेंगे प्रभु जी. और दूसरा भी एक बात कहना चाहती हूँ प्रभु जी, आपने हमें जो प्लेटफॉर्म दिया है, रेडीमेड प्लेटफॉर्म, आप तो नहीं है क्लास में, मगर शरद प्रभु जी की गाइडेंस में हमें जो मौका मिल रहा है प्रभु जी, सब आचार्यों के बारे में ग्लोरिफिकेशन करने के लिए, वो अनबिलीवेबल प्रभु. इतना हमें वो इंस्पिरेशन मिलता है कि हम भी कुछ कर सके लाइफ में. तो वो हम आपके हमें बहुत बहुत आभारी है प्रभु जी. थैंक यू सो मच. आपको ये विचार भी इतना अच्छा है कि हमें ये इतना मौका मिले कि हम एलिजिबल नहीं है, फिर भी हम थोड़ा कोशिश कर सके और आगे बढ़ सके. तो आपने हमें भक्ति में भी ऐसा आप आपने हमें ये क्लास द्वारा ऐसा करके दिया है कि हम भी थोड़ा थोड़ा सब आगे बढ़ सके। तो थैंक यू सो मच प्रभु जी। हम
Thank
हर
you.
रोज यही सोचती हूँ कि हमें इतना अच्छा मौका कहीं भी नहीं मिल सकता, इतना हमें अच्छा मौका मिला है प्रभु जी। थैंक यू सो मच।
Thank you very much. I am just part of all of you, part of all of you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Chandrabhai. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you.
Thank
First
you,
of all, I want
Asha.
to thank you, Sarat Prabhuji, Raksha Mataji, then Archana Mataji, all Matajis and Prabhujis for praying for him, his good wishes, for his good wishes and good health. Thank you, all of you. Thank you,
Hare
everybody.
Krishna.
Hare
Thank you.
Hare Krishna
nice
Prabhuji,
day.
Dandavat Pranam.
Samita Mataji, thank you.
Prabhuji, it's so good to see you after so long time. We are missing you so much, and even Sharat Prabhuji nowadays we are missing him, although he comes sometimes. He's in Bangalore, but we are missing you both a lot. And
Mataji, I promise you, as and when time permits, I will come in front of all of you, okay? But I have to spend many hours of study, Thank you.
Prabhuji, you're looking very thin. You should take care of yourself. You're looking very
No,
thin today.
I'm trying to, because if you see in Chaitanya Charitamrita, there is a saying actually, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told Sanatana Goswami that your body also doesn't belong to, that's mine. So we have to keep our body and soul together to serve the Lord, your bhakti. So for that sake, I'm, I lost 30 pounds of my, weight because I need, and I'm also trying to keep myself physically and mentally active because I need to do what I intend to do, Thank you. Anybody else? Lalita Priya Mataji, Haribol.
Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. I'm
Thank
so
you.
happy to see you on this call. And thank you, Sharat Prabhuji, also, and Sanjay Prabhuji for inviting Charu Prabhuji. And it's a surprise. I perhaps think it is a surprise for Charu Chandra Prabhuji that suddenly we called him to be on the call.
Thank you.
I wish you all the very best, Prabhuji. I have no qualification, but I'm praying for your good health and accomplishment of this goal that you're doing for the Lordships and for your Guru, for our Guru. And that is that determination that you have and the fire in the belly, you always say that. I always remember that. And whenever I remember you, I always remember that statement of yours. So
Thank you.
take care, Prabhuji. Take care of your health. Yes,
You've
you
been
need.
very kind. Hare
Thank you.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Dandavat Pranam to Sharat Prabhuji also.
Hare Dipti Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hope this prayer will give strength to your mind and health. We are very happy to see you. We pray for you. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, thank you so much for coming in your busy schedule, Prabhu. Thank you so much. The way you have, I can feel, Prabhu, so the way little bit glimpse what you have given us as your personal life and apart from this academic study. So I can only say that, so Krishna, those who are too deep and, they will test more because they are capable to take more and more. So that's what depending upon their Shraddha, he will give more and more, Prabhu. So, but Brahma says, Samashita yat pada pallava plamam yat padam plam. So, like that, I'm not able to speak the way you spoke now. So that's what, Prabhu, we'll all pray to Lord Narsimha Deva. So your journey will be successful very soon, and you will be back with us very soon, Prabhu. Thank you so much. Thanks for coming. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji, for your prayers. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam.
Oh,
Hare Krishna.
Dandavat Pranam.
Thank you very much for joining, Prabhu. I can just say only one thing, Prabhu. You are truly inspiring everybody, okay, in this group, Prabhu. Thank you very much for coming. Yeah, I'm very happy to see you, Prabhu, here. Okay, it's truly inspiring.
Thank you, Prasad.
For sure,
Thank you
we'll
so
pray,
much.
okay,
Hare
for your
Krishna.
help and to achieve your goal, Prabhu. Yeah. I don't have many words, Prabhu. I don't have many words. Yeah,
No,
thank you.
you're wonderful. You're wonderful devotee. Wonderful devotee. Yeah.
Thank you, Prabhu.
It's
Hare
yes.
Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandat Pranam.
Hare Krishna. Dhanavad Pranam Mataji.
Yeah, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. So under your guidance, Sharad Prabhuji's motivation, so we are crawling, Prabhuji, in this our spiritual endeavor, and you are our inspiration all the time. And we hope to see you very happy always in the coming sessions also, wherever you will be joining. So if you are happy and in a good mood, we will be also in a good mood. So it will manifold like anything. So we will keep your endeavors, Prabhuji, in prayers so that you come out with success. We are thinking that we all of us are doing PhD with you now. So thank you, Prabhuji.
I first of all, I want to tell you, all of you, I was very pleased. Every one of you, making great progress under the leadership of both Sharad Prabhuji and Sanjeev Prabhuji. And I like to hear from Sanjeev Prabhuji if he's still around.
Hare Krishna, yes, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, I am very particularly. You've been with me for the last so many years, 26 years maybe, Hare Krishna. Go ahead.
Yeah, Prabhu, so nice to see you. I have been missing you for a while now. But yeah, I understand you are in this great mission and you have engaged all of us also. So can't thank enough. Like, as Raksha Mataji said, what a platform it is for all the devotees, and we are so inspired and continue with this. And I would like to say that a lot of the guidance really comes from Sarat Prabhu. So I think we have found our leader. So I really inspired by him and would like to continue to serve both of you, Prabhu. So and all of you. So thank you, Prabhuji.
We are all in good hands now.
Yes,
Thank
Prabhu.
you. He's a great devotee. Okay.
Yes,
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranam, all goes to Prabhupada. Very happy to see you, Prabhuji. It is so nice to see you, but same time it gives a lot of pain seeing you going through so much crisis in your life, and feel very helpless that we cannot do anything except for just praying for you. I have been praying for you for your, and so I hope, Prabhuji, that you come out with flying colors, and you're not only by your example, like you're proving to be a great Vaishnava, great Acharya, that by just seeing you, we are trying to, it gives immense strength, but same time, I mean, like, I have no qualification to, follow in your footsteps, but you have such a great determination that even though at this age, at this point of your health, everything personally, whatever you're going through, and then facing all challenges in life, at this age, it's really gives us so much understanding how dedicated and how you have given this your life to in service of Guru and Gauranga. Very much inspired by your presence, and thank you so much for coming, and hope to see you again and again till you whenever you get chance, as you promised. So very much looking forward to see you, Prabhuji, but please do take care of your health, because that is very important. Same time, because you have to do so much studies and so much stress pressure you have to take for going through this PhD course. So please, same time, please take care of your health as well. So I wish you all the best, and praying at the lotus feet of Lord Nrsingadev to be always with you, to protect you always. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Everybody, please. I'm by nature, I'm very emotional, so pardon me for that. but I am very ordinary person, you know. Thank you, Sharad Prabhuji. Haribol.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you very much. Please take care of your health and please bless all of us to progress in the devotional service. We try to follow your footsteps and progress in the devotional service to the Supreme Lord. Thank you very much. And we are
I am very, very ordinary person with all the humanly weakness and everything is there. It's only by the devotee's mercy I'm surviving, you know. So thank you again. Sadhu Sangha, remember that is a lifeline of a devotee. Never ever forget Sadhu Sangha. Hare Krishna, everyone. I wish you all the best, and I'll see you time to
Hare
time.
Krishna,
Okay?
Prabhuji.
Hare
Prabhuji,
Krishna.
one request.
Thank you.
राजीव प्रभु जी वो श्लोका बोलने चाहते थे, वो मैं बोलूं प्रभु जी?
Yes, yes.
हाँ, वो श्रीमद् भागवतम का 10th canto 14.58 श्लोका। समाश्रिताये पद पल्लव प्लवम महत्पदम पुण्य यशो मुरारे भवाम्बुति वत्स पदम परम पदम 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 यत् विपदम न तेषाम्। Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Dandavat pranam.
Thank you. I wish you all the wonderful, wonderful day ahead. Haribol.
Haribol. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Dandavat Prabhuji.
To be able to
Dandavat Prabhuji. Hare
Pavne
Krishna.
Boy Vaishnav Boy Namo Namo.
Hare
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Thank you.
Bhaji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhu. Wish you all the best. Keep visiting. Keep visiting.
Thank you. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.